Hello and good morning. Welcome. It's Wake Up Nigeria, your premium morning show, and we're going to be bringing you a perfect blend of entertainment, lifestyle, and inspiration.
Absolutely. It's another beautiful, beautiful Thursday, and we're absolutely thrilled to be here with you.
We have a really exciting lineup for you today. It's vibrant discussions, book chats, tech deep dive, and electrifying musical performance today, and so much more.
Yeah, but first, let's check what's in the kitchen. So we have a chef prepping, and we have Mary somewhere, getting all dolled up, getting ready to actually be here in the kitchen with us. But it's going to be an amazing show today. I mean, we know our chefs that you're bringing it back to back for you. What are you looking for?
They package some serious deliciousness.
Yes, of course.
They, that array of ingredients sometimes just blows my mind. And shout out to them.
Yeah, yesterday we literally had a chef doing Yamerita's special twist, and it was literally a lot. Oh, and it was beautiful.
I know you look like you enjoyed that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for saving some for me.
Yeah, sure.
You did. But it's fine. My name is Titilaya Oyinson.
And I am Winfrey Agboleche. Now don't forget to stay connected with us using the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all social media platforms.
You can also watch us live from absolutely anywhere across the world. We have a mobile app. It's on Google Play and iOS.
And also follow us across all social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, X, formerly Twitter, and of course Instagram. It's all at TVC Entertainment _.
So there's been so much buzz on social media these days.
Yeah.
They're always talking about us, don't you know? They're always talking about us online.
Of course.
TVC Entertainment on YouTube. In fact, the comment section, you should go through the comments sometimes. They're actually really enlightening. I'm going to use that term.
Enlightening. Okay. Quotes and unquotes.
Exactly. Yeah, we appreciate each and every one of you. Visit YouTube, search for TVC Entertainment. We're streaming there live.
Yes, of course. Now let's head into what we have packed up for you today. And for our culinary super experience this morning, we have BB Chef, who is standing by to unleash all her skills on the ingredients. She's here. She's here. Be sure she's here.
Don't worry.
She's literally putting everything together. So yeah.
Then we have Jermaine. He's going to be giving us a musical performance. He was born Akinwande Joshua Olamilekon. Jermaine is a Nigerian Afrobeat singer and songwriter all the way from Oyo State. Sounds like it's going to be an amazing performance. You need to stay close for that one.
You tell me say you got a guy for the other side, oh. Now him be say you love me past them other guys.
And for tech discussion, we have Ladi Wada, a production coordinator at Basement Animation Studios. Now, she also is a member of Afro Women in Animation, right? Now, that is a thriving community dedicated to supporting and empowering African women in the animation space through mentorships, networks, and the like. Now, Ladi is passionate about fostering opportunities for African talents to thrive in animation. Now, she'll be here to discuss the impact of women in the Nigerian animation space. After all, it's women's both, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when it comes to content creation, this particular lady has always blown our minds. Fari Elysian, an actor, model, content creator, and a biker. She's received a global recognition award for her work in entrepreneurship as well. She's always a vibe when she enters the studio. We can't wait to have her back. And of course, we have a book chat.
Yes, we do. It's Thursday after all.
It is. Oluwapelumi Awe, a public speaking coach with a very unique approach to helping people, helping them become clear and confident and impactful communicators. Now, she's going to be reviewing third book on public speaking.
How Kings Speak.
How Kings Speak. Yes, so third book, 3 books. You know, this is an expert we're talking about. It's going to be an interesting conversation.
Very interesting one. We have so much more packed for you right here, Wake Up Nigeria. But first, let's check what the weather is like today. My name is Winfrey Agbaleshe. It is the 6th of March 2025, and here is the news updates. Now, the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition says a petition by Senator Akpoti Oduagan is a clear violation of the Senate's standing orders. Now, the committee insists the petition is dead on arrival. Now, TJ Adeoye covered this hearing.
The Senate's Ethics Committee convened to deliberate on a petition filed against Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduagan, this time not as a complainant but as the accused. The session was the outcome of a motion raised by the Senate spokesperson Yemi Adaramodu about her alleged disorderly conduct during plenary. Despite being formally invited, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduagan failed to honor the invitation.
She was on the floor of the Senate today. She contributed to the proceedings of today, and it was also announced on the floor of the Senate that this meeting was going to hold at 2 o'clock at this venue, room 120. Again, I'm hoping that she will be here.
The committee heard testimonies from key Senate figures, including the Senate spokesperson, the chairman of Rules on Business, and the Sergeant at Arms.
Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition Committee does its job as stipulated by our books. Then definitely this kind of behaviors will be a very frequent occurrence. Then the work of the legislation will be jeopardized.
Contrary to allegations that it was debated because the Deputy Senate President was presiding, the Senate President had approved it for consideration under Orders 41 and 51 on February 7, 2024.
Natasha was moved automatically from her former seat at the extreme back to the extreme left immediately after Senator Ireti Kingibe, in line with those ranking tradition of the Senate.
But the biggest revelation came from the Ethics Committee itself. The chairman, Senator Nedai Maswen, declared that Senator Natasha's petition against Senator Akpabio was invalid.
No senator may present to the Senate a petition signed by him or herself. In other words, I cannot submit a petition about myself signed by myself. That petition ought to be presented by another senator. And I'm sure that there are 3 senators from Kogi State, as it is with other states.
To complicate matters, the committee also found that Senator Natasha had obtained an interim court order in an attempt to stop the Senate from probing her conduct.
Senator Oduagan is a lawyer. If you file a case in court, there's a procedure to follow for the court to assume jurisdiction.
With testimonies now on record, the Ethics Committee would look into the issues raised and report back to the Senate with a recommendation on what disciplinary measure should be adopted. For now, the controversy will continue to generate interest and put the Senate under the spotlight of public scrutiny. TJ Adeoye, TVC News, Abuja.
All right, and that's all the news we'll be taking at this hour. Do stay with us. So much more happening right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. Tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on. You're my provider, you're my provider.
Time for What's Up and About.
And Mary has joined us.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mary.
finally.
Hey, Mary.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good morning.
I made it.
All right, so now I'm all for backing up my significant other with everything in my power. But how far would you go, really? Are you the kind of woman that would back up, you know, your guy and be the getaway driver if he tries to rob a bank?
Unfortunately, yes.
Bonnie and Clyde.
You are? So Bonnie and Clyde? I don't know. A lot of people are on the fence about this particular story. This I found online, and it talks about a 36-year-old man who got married to his wife 7 years before.
Okay.
And together they have 2 boys. And what brought him to social media was the fact that he lost his job on false allegations of embezzled funds.
Okay.
So, false allegations. He's speaking now because the whole case is settled. But apparently his wife, who was still working at the time, didn't take his side. She believed that he took the money, and no matter how much he tried to convince her, she didn't believe him. In fact, you know, she was even adding salt and pepper, adding palm oil to the fire, you know. Now, he humbled himself, didn't say anything, but he went to the bedroom and cried. And apparently she even went into the bedroom and was like, you, this man, crying like a baby. You should be ashamed of yourself. And his heart was shattered. He took his things and went to go and stay with a friend, a single friend. And for a month, apparently she didn't call him. She didn't reach out to him. But within that same month, as God will have it, he won the case. And the real culprit was found, and he was even paid 37 million. But he decided not to tell his wife anything. Okay. Instead, he asked for a divorce. She didn't oppose the divorce at that time, and he's been processing the divorce. Fast forward, now the money has been paid a few weeks before, and he has found another woman who is helping him to spend the money. Now, his wife got wind of it, obviously, and is now refusing to give him a divorce. And is threatening up and down, saying he won't be able to see his kids, yada yada, that she wants half the money. So where do you stand on this? First of all, I started with the getaway driver analogy, like how much would you stand behind your man? But I don't know, there are many different angles to this.
I'm curious as to both your opinions.
Really?
I'm still trying to process mine. So since you guys have a heads up regarding this, I already know how I'm
feel
thinking, but I'm still trying to
So
put
does
it
she have
together.
a right to the money?
So in regards to the getaway driver
Yeah.
that you said, as like the
Yeah.
situation you started with, this is what I would say concerning that. So now, if you tell me as a husband, you
Yeah.
come and meet me as your wife and say, oh babe, see, I want to do this thing, and I tell you that, see, guy, don't try it.
Okay.
This thing is wrong and against the law, and you insist and say, oh no, I'm going to do it, and then police is chasing you. It's me that will track you for them.
Are you serious?
I'm the one that will send your location to them, every incriminating documents.
Wow.
As long as we had this conversation and I told you that, guy, I don't think this is a smart thing to do. I'm the I'll be
As
the
long as
one.
you were not on the
I will
same
plot your downfall.
Wow.
Yeah, I will.
Are you kidding me?
Is that the same
No,
phrase?
no, seriously, like as long as so no, there are situations that you are heading and you know that, okay, you know, in this situation, of course, like this was a situation where something happened, he was being blamed, right, wrongfully so, but she couldn't have known. But in this situation, I want to believe that you stand with your guy.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And of course, through thick and thin and everything, and all of that. Do you understand? I mean, these things happen and everything and all that. But I think from her, the way she behaved, generally, she's badly behaved. I would say that. Insulting your man and all of that, and literally
Kicking a man
that is down, literally like tearing him apart and all of, not even knowing, like not even giving him the benefit of the doubt. So does that mean that number one, why would she say the things she said? Did he give her reason to believe that he will do such a thing? There's also that angle to it. Do you understand? And then
so that's
so obviously there's a question to his character.
There must be
to
something
that point.
So maybe not must. There may be some things he has done in the past. Which unfortunately at that material time is just like the boy who cried wolf. When you keep doing certain things or exhibiting certain characters, and just like you said, you would not tolerate it from your man. And then the one he now happens to be innocent of.
Exactly.
You're
Maybe
like, you
that's
know
the
what?
situation.
Enough is enough. I've warned you about this. In fact, I don't even want to have anything to do with it. But the guy will probably not tell that story. It's the same way a woman will come on social media and share their own story too, and leave out certain details. So we don't have the full gist. It might be his first, truly. Or it probably has a precedence that influenced her attitude and decision. Now, regarding the getaway, as I said earlier, see, the reason I said unfortunately is because I know quite well that it's terrible. But if my husband was to be in such a situation, wallahi talai, I'll be the one to hide him. You don't get like, so the reason for this is simply because two things. Number one, because I know him well enough to know that he would not be involved in something like that. And two, the fact that I love him very much. Now, even if he happens to be involved in it, and he told me something like yours that you warned him not to do it. If I did something that I know that he wouldn't support, the reality is I know it will discipline me indoors, but outside he will stand. This is a man I know will stand by me. So I will do the same for him.
So the fact that driving him away, hiding him now, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I don't love him. So it's my way of expressing that love. You will go to jail, I will come and visit you.
Yes, it's true.
You will go to jail, I will come and visit you.
But it's not something I know I won't be able to do to my man.
Everything, the whole 9 yards. I'm serious, but you will serve that punishment.
You'll be punished for it.
No, seriously, if it's something that I know that was avoidable, and we had a conversation about it, and like all indication shows that, see, guy,
this is your children's father,
it's like
This is
Exactly.
your children's
It's just
father.
like raising your kids. You allow them bear the consequences
but he's
of their
not your
actions.
child. He's not your child. You can't say you want to discipline your child.
I'm not disciplining.
Like discipline your husband like the way you discipline
That's why
your
you're not
child.
the law now. That's why you
No,
send
see,
them to
no.
the police station.
For me, I will help him get, even if he's going to end up with a 10-year jail term, I would ensure that I do everything to make sure that it doesn't pass 3 years.
For instance, let me see.
You don't
Wait
get,
now.
I will do anything for this man.
For instance, right? He is actually
crazy.
accused of murder
myself.
or rape. Now you say okay because it's my husband.
I say I know the person.
Forget the wait, leave that one. Me say I know my husband now. My husband doesn't rape anybody. I'm just saying, hypothetical situation.
But seriously, there's some things there has to be a place where you draw the line.
Yeah.
If, for instance, there is irrefutable evidence of what you just said now, murder, rape. Like,
these are grievous crimes.
Like, no matter how much you love this person,
So
are you really gonna hide this?
you don't get these days evidences can be tampered with.
No doubt.
And there's also the fact that this is a man that you will know quite well, okay, he has the potential to commit murder, he has the potential to rape. It's all about knowing the person you're with.
Yeah.
Some women defend their husbands till they are proven guilty.
Of course.
I am one of those. Until there is that is proven beyond all reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
But until then, I will stand and say, even if you now confess to me in private, Oda, unfortunately you did this. My standing with you will not be a case of, oh, you are innocent. It will not be a case of, let's get the best form of justice.
So that's what I'm saying.
That one is different.
So my standing with you will be that, see, I know you're guilty of this thing. You face the consequences, but I'm here.
Okay.
We're going to go through this together.
So think about it. Okay,
while
so
you go through the
there was something
consequences.
similar I saw online about this particular couple. They were dating for a long time, and then the guy finally proposed to her. And they were driving to a restaurant to celebrate. And then the guy says, "Oh, babe," because she was driving. "Oh, babe, stop! I need to get to the ATM." And then the guy comes down and robs the bank. And then he's robbed the bank. The alarms are blaring, and she sees him coming out.
And she drives off.
And then, so that's the question. What do? You see him coming towards the car with bags of money. Do you lock the car doors and speed off, or do you open the car door, let him get in, and then speed off? There's a difference, and I think it really does depend on the amount of love you have for this person. Because in the end, once you do that, you're already an accessory.
So now, Mary, in that situation,
already an
in that
accessory.
situation, what would you do, Mary?
If they catch you both, both of you are
Koro, you're very before. He did not tell you. He just enter bank. What would you do? So would you say, okay, enter the car, let's escape? You explain. Or you say,
you guys want to put me in trouble with the law. But the truth is, in that kind of situation, there are only two things involved. Number one is either I drive off or I stay and help him escape. God, Nigerian police is going to come out.
I reject it for you. And there's one prayer.
Because I know I'm going to first get him out of there. And they say, what the heck is going on? The worst that will happen is we would go and drop, as in we'll have to return that cash.
You know how many
and
women,
then you go and confess.
You know how many women are in American prisons?
We can say they threw the money into our account.
You know how many women are in American prisons because accessories for this kind of nonsense?
It's Bonnie and Clyde now.
Well, there's one prayer I've heard.
That's why I said. That's why I said it with unfortunately, yes.
They say, "Akoba Adava Allah Majari."
Somebody has to stay at home for the children. So
let's take a quick break. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC and let us know. We'll be back after this.
Ramadan, the 9th month in the Islamic calendar, is here again. This is a wonderful time to learn more about Islam and give to the cause of Allah. It's also a time when extra emphasis is on charity and good neighborliness. From the first day to the last day of Ramadan, join us on TVC from 3 to 6 a.m. every day for Ramadan Kareem, recitation of verses in the Quran, tafsir by great Islamic scholars. Ask the Sheikh for clarity on Ramadan and Islam. What's more, you can learn and win great prizes on the Ramadan quiz segment, all spiced up with soul-stirring nasheed.
Asking for a sign from you, 'cause I'm so broke inside.
Ramadan Kareem on TVC from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. every day in Ramadan. To participate, call or visit our marketing department, TVC Communications Limited, Eko Atlantic City, Victoria Island, Lagos. Telephone 0708 066 8003 or 0708 066 8004. You can also log on to www.tvccommunications.tv. Ramadan Kareem.
Argentina, champions of the world!
Level 2, electrified fence.
Space terrifying! Let's get out of here!
Hey Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Alrighty then, Wake Up Nigeria Kitchen officially comes alive this morning. Welcome.
Thank you.
The BB chef is back in the kitchen. How's it been since the last time you were here? How have you been?
Fine. Nice seeing you today.
Same here. Same here. Now, BB chef is one of those chefs that you can just trust and say, you know what? Whatever she's gonna put down here today in this kitchen is going to you're gonna have something finger licking. You're gonna
buzz down.
All right, talk to us about what we're making. What are we making?
So today we're making yam and ugba sauce.
Yam and ugba.
Yeah.
Ugba.
So this is the ugba. It's like an Igbo delicacy, oil bean.
Oil bean.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never heard it called that before, but has anything happened to this so far?
No, just been washed.
Okay, so it comes like this from the market.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just lean that up a bit. Let me see. Yeah, so that's how it looks. It has this really grainy, well, not grainy, but it's like it's been diced.
Yeah.
And steamed. It looks like, or is it smoked? It looks like something has happened to
I
it
don't
so
know.
far in the market. I don't want to touch it yet, but this is the star ingredient.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Fabulous. Now, what else do we have here?
This tatashe.
Tatashe only?
Yeah, just tatashe.
Tatashe.
Yeah. Tomatoes and Titus fish, oil, palm oil.
Yeah.
And onion.
Okay.
Seasoning, curry, thyme, ginger and garlic, and salt.
Okay. Ginger, garlic, and salt?
Yeah.
Is this rock salt or no? Just ordinary
just
salt. Okay, fantastic. So we have.
That's the salt.
This is the salt.
Yeah. That's ginger and garlic.
Beautiful.
Crushed.
Now, BB Chef has already done all her prepping.
Yeah.
What sort of cookware do we need for this? Do we need a deep dish pot?
No, we just need like this pan.
Bring it up,
Yeah.
so that everyone can see. All right, so BB Chef came
non-stick
prepared.
pan.
A non-stick pan. Fantastic.
And just like a normal pot.
Okay, do you want it on yet?
Yeah.
Let me put that on for you. Okay, so I'm putting that on. And then a pot filled with water. Fantastic. So what's the first thing we're about to do?
So we're going to like peel the yam and wash it and boil it.
Okay, peel, wash, boil. Is there a special style? Please go ahead. Special style to
you can dice it to your preferable style.
So the cutting of the yam is usually part of the process that I like to hand over to my kids to do.
Why?
I don't like cutting yam.
Because like it itches, right?
Well, it does depend on the yam you buy in the market.
And depends on how you cut it. Because what makes it itch is this part.
Oh, the skin?
Yeah, the skin.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. So it's not the liquid from the the yam itself?
So once you cut it and the skin touches you, it's going to like itch you.
Ha! Okay, I've learned something new.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're wearing gloves, obviously that won't affect you as much. And then I'm noticing that this yam is not changing color. Where did you buy this yam? I need to know. It's so white.
I'll give you my plug. Just, you know what to do.
I know that. I need that plug. I need that plug. So now you're slicing it like the basic way we slice yam for now. Is this going to be boiled, fried? What is
boil? We're going to boil it. Okay. Yeah.
So the water is already on the heat here. I'm going to put this pan on as well. You need the pan hot?
No.
Not yet. Not yet. Okay, fantastic.
We'll have to like steam the fish.
Aha. So let's talk a bit more about that fish.
Okay.
The Titus fish now, obviously you've cleaned it.
Yes, I've washed it.
You've washed it. Yeah. You've cleaned it. And it looks like there's some, you have to do something to it first before we
yes, I'll have to steam it.
How can I help? How can I help with that process?
Okay, we'll have to get the smaller pots.
Okay, so a smaller pot, do you need water in it or anything like that?
Yes, just small water.
Water, okay, let me go get some water for you.
Okay.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so you need to tell me if this amount of water is enough.
All right.
Is this enough?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So this is about a cup of water there. So you're going in with the fish just straight into the pot, no spices, nothing?
No, put spice.
Okay, before it goes into the pot?
No, after it goes into the pot.
All right, let me get some gloves. For those of you that are just tuning in, we have with us Bibi Chef. And she is making...
I'm trying to look for... I'm making yam and uba sauce.
Yam and
boiled yam.
Boiled yam. Fantastic. Yeah. So the sauce can be used with a lot of different things, right?
Yes. You can use it for sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes, like anything you're comfortable with.
Those are the ingredients on your screen. If you would like to try this at home yourself, please let us know how it goes. You can always use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and show us what you're up to in your kitchen this morning. All right, so from back in the day, my dad used to tell me that the first thing you place in the pot when you're steaming fish is the heavier pieces. So that's the head and the tails. You put those in first, and then you put the middles on after. And I remember him saying that it was because the weight of the heavier pieces of fish are more likely to crush and scatter the smaller pieces if you put the heavier ones on top of them. So yeah, so the process was always put the heads in first, then put the tails, then add the smaller pieces on top.
Your dad is wise.
Yeah?
Your dad is wise.
Yeah, if you ever got to do, and then as it is right now, you want me to put the heat on? No? Or put spices first?
Oh, the spices. So
that whole process of putting the fish to cook, that was one of my after school chores. He would give me 500 naira and say, when I get home there must be stew in this pot. He said he didn't want to know how I was going to do it, but there must be stew in
but then 500 was like a big money now.
It was a lot of money. All right, so let's talk about these spices. What do we do with this now?
Okay, so we're just going to add like a little bit in.
Okay, so we have curry there. Curry. And thyme.
Just a little bit. Please, can you help me put like 1 cube?
1 cube. Okay,
yeah.
I've already taken my gloves off. Sorry.
Because my hands are like this.
No wahala. 1 cube, just one.
Yeah.
Interesting. Are we adding anything else apart from
ginger, garlic?
Ginger, garlic. So the cubes going in right now.
Yeah.
All in. Ginger and garlic.
Yeah.
Chopped. So
and
the pot
salt.
lid. Oh, salt. I forgot salt. Okay. So is there anything about the ugbas that we need to know that could for some reason go wrong? Is there something you try to avoid when you're cooking ugba sauce?
No, not really. You just have to let it be the last thing so you can be like crunchy.
Okay, fantastic. So the yam is getting there, it's getting there. Am I covering the fish pot?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I've just secured myself one of those pieces of fish.
Do you know the funny thing? I'm going to debone it and I'm going to scatter it inside food.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh, man. All right. One more time. We have tatashe here. We have tomatoes chopped here. We have atarodo here as well.
Yes.
Right?
Scotch bonnet, yes.
Scotch bonnet, atarodo, or hot red pepper, as they like to call it.
Pepper them.
So those onions are staring at me.
Yes, you're supposed to add it to the Titus, but like I've not diced them yet.
Away.
But it's fine. I'll do that.
Okay. All right. No wahala. So you have cut the yam into fingers, very fat fingers. So are they going in now?
No, I'll have to wash it first. I'm looking for the bowl.
Okay, let me grab a bowl for you. Okay, one more time. We're going to show you the ingredients just in case you want to try this at home. We have a list of ingredients. If you have them around the house, you can always try it yourself. Make sure you show us what you're up to. We would really love to see your progress in your kitchens. One more time, we have BB Chef here, and she's making yam and uba sauce. Is there any other protein you can use for this uba sauce?
You can use chicken breast or something that doesn't really have bone in it. So you have to like debone it. So like
you have to debone.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Great.
Okay, the pot is ready. So we have to add salt inside the boiling water.
Salt in the water?
Yep. I think that salt is pretty small.
Beautiful. The uba, does this get rinsed as well?
Already done that.
Already, fantastic.
It's clean.
I'm wondering about the total cost of what we have here.
Okay.
If I was to go to the market, how much do you think I should budget for
So this
like
uba costs you like 2,000.
Okay.
The yam is about 5,000.
Okay. But that wasn't a full yam.
Yes, I cut it into
Okay.
two. Yeah, sure.
So maybe like 2,500. Yeah.
Then tomatoes 1,000.
Okay.
This is about 1,500.
1,525.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 10K right now already. Okay. Then the onions. Onions can be pricey.
It's gold.
We're not using all three, right?
No.
Okay, fantastic.
But we can though. I love putting onion in my food. Or you don't like onion?
Hey, to each their own. I'm a fan of onion, but I'm just like those 3 golden onions, all of them.
I'll do it for you.
In one dish?
You deserve it.
Oh, thank you, I think. Okay. All right. Let's see what's happening with the fish. It's getting warmer. I think I need to increase the heat under this.
Yeah.
It's not bubbling as much as I would like. Okay, so how many minutes are we looking at on the yam?
Let's say 15 minutes max to be ready.
One more time?
15 minutes.
15 minutes, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, but as you've sliced the yam quite thinly, probably won't take that long to steam. All right, so there we have it. We've started the process, and we're glad that you could join us for the beginning of this. We still have quite a few other things to still show you, but we're going to be here with BB Chef as she takes us through everything. Make sure you stay close. We have a quick break coming your way. Stay with us.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
this place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model mega city, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brand, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
It's time for us to have a tech conversation on Wake Up Nigeria this morning. And with me is Ladi Wada, a production coordinator at Basement Animation Studios. She's also a member of Afro Women in Animation, AWA, a community dedicated to supporting and empowering African women in the animation industry through mentorship and networking. Now, Ladi is passionate about fostering opportunities for African talent to thrive in animation. She's here to discuss the impact of the female gender in the Nigerian animation space. And it's such a pleasure to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
So when people talk about animations, graphics, there are actually a number of women in that space. But the first gender that comes to mind, if anybody is thinking gender, is male.
Yes.
And so for women in the animation space, how has it been like?
Okay, firstly, I think it's been good, but you know, like you said, the first thing you think of is men in that space. So there are really no much women, you know, functioning as leaders in the animation space. Most of them are still budding, probably animators, and there are very few. So it's just like an industry where you have a large percentage of guys and a smaller chunk of women in the industry. So it's not really balanced, to say like that.
So what are the challenges women face? Is there a reason there aren't so many female animators?
Yeah, so in my opinion, I think there's a bias, so to say, you know, because firstly, when you think animation, you think, oh, okay, there's no space for me as a woman in this industry. So there's already that mindset that women have that, oh, I cannot function in this industry, you know. So that alone is one of the reasons why we don't have a lot of women functioning in the industry, you know. But recently, we have communities that are encouraging women, showing them the kind of opportunities that are available for them in the industry, and they are coming up. So it's still a challenge, but it's something that we are also actively trying to fix.
What's responsible for that mindset, though?
I think it's probably culture. Anything tech related, you know, you don't find a lot of women wanting to be there. It's just recently with exposure, internet, you know, that you now have women coming to know that, oh, okay, I can actually do this, you know, even though I'm a woman, you know. So most people, and then also in the industry, the guys also have this mindset that, okay, there's no space for you here. You know, it's kind of, I will not say competition per se, but it's there. You get this air around them that, okay, they don't even want to help you where you have issues, you know. They don't want to put you through. Yes, they don't want to put you through, you know, because they feel like you even have no space here in the first place. So there's that.
Now, there's a woman watching who has always been interested in the tech space, but doesn't want to do the programming thingy and all. And then we're talking about animation, and she's like, boom, that must be it. What does it take to be in that space?
Okay, thank you very much. So yes, for the woman watching and wondering, okay, is there a place I can function? Yes, there. So it doesn't have to be the traditional animation. There are other roles that you can play to function in the industry, you know. Like if you have an animation studio, for instance, there are other things that would need to be done, like maybe script writing, there's voicing, there's storyboarding. So no matter the kind of talent that you have, I feel that there's a space for you in the animation industry. Even we have people that do web development, you know, people that do different things, there are different roles that a woman can, you know, take on in the industry. So it's not just limited to traditional animation.
Now, there's another thing many women find challenging. Holding down jobs is, you know, is already very difficult.
Yeah.
And then managing the family as well. And more women are embracing remote jobs and all. How practical is it to work remotely as an animator?
Yeah, I think it's very practical. It's you know, from 2020 with the COVID and all, there were some studios that were working. My studio, for instance, Basement Animation Studio, where I work, we worked remotely throughout that period, and we're still able to execute the projects that we had. Yeah, so it's quite doable. You can work as long as you have the equipment and you have good internet. You know how to communicate with your other colleagues. You know, because for animation, it's actually teamwork, 100% teamwork.
That's why I asked, because I've actually seen animators at work, and usually it's more like you're in a board meeting.
Yes,
you have to run ideas. So that's what I was wondering. The remote angle of it, how practical and possible is it?
It's very possible. There are softwares that's even like the one we adopt in our space. You know, you can make comments, you can see each other's work on it. So it's very doable. It's very doable. You don't have to necessarily, because as a woman, probably maybe marriage, childbirth can limit you. So those limitations are there, but you can also do what you want to do remotely. So there's space for you.
Remuneration-wise, though, has it been good?
Yes.
Okay, that was an emphatic yes.
Yes, I would say it's been an awesome experience, you know, because when I came into the industry like 5 years ago, I was very new, you know, and I did not know what I was going to do. I came in as a social media manager, but over the years I've been able to learn from other departments. I've been able to gain experience, and right now I function as a production coordinator, you know, so it's been a good experience.
What's the production coordinator about?
Oh, okay, so what I do basically, as the term says, is coordinate projects and production. So when we have a production, we have a project that we have to execute, you know, from script to storyboarding to the animation to the final cuts to all the stages. I'm always involved in the planning and scheduling of the project. So once we get a project, my role is to, okay, I see the script, I say, okay, this is how long it's going to take for us to produce. These are the people that we'll need. These are the team members that would need to work on this particular project, because every project is unique.
Yeah.
So when we get a script, you know, we dissect it, and I walk around with the budget of the client, you know, share it amongst the team members, and we execute. So that, and I'm also involved in the day-to-day tracking to make sure that, okay, we are hitting our deadline that the client gives to us. So
I'm very curious, how many females are in your organization?
Okay, in my organization it's actually equal, 50-50. We have about, if I'm not mistaken, I think we have about 15 ladies right now.
And 15 guys.
And 15 guys.
That's interesting.
Yes.
What a coincidence.
Yes.
So you are in a workspace in which you have just as many
women as much as guys.
As
yes.
men.
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't like that in the beginning, because I think when I started, we were just like 4 ladies in the studio. But with time, you know, more people started coming, because we too were also very passionate about, you know, bringing in more women in the industry. Because truth of the matter is, there's a unique touch that women bring to the table, you know, especially for projects. Like when I'm dissecting a script, I like working with other ladies. Like there's just this, it's not like I'm being biased for the guys, but there's just this unique feminine touch, yes, that they bring to the project. And I'm okay, yeah, I see your point, you know, different ideas, and it's usually very pleasant.
So what roles do those women play?
Okay, so I have a colleague that also plays my role. She's also a production coordinator, yeah, but she does more of the sound part for the studio, because we also have a studio. Okay. We have someone that does video editing. Okay. We have two actually doing video editing. We have someone that functions in the IT and tech role. We have a number of women in the story development and script writing role. Yeah, so there are a lot of people to work with. And then we also have some people that also do the animation itself. Okay. Yeah. Okay. In studio.
Females,
yes,
right?
Females.
You know, when people talk about the animation industry in Nigeria in particular, many people think, oh, it's still in quotes a growing industry, emerging industry. It's still quite little. It's not worth reckoning with, which is true to an extent. But then when you listen to folks like you, when you come on the show, you talk about what you've been doing, and for years, you realize it's not as basic as many people think. So until a music video that had to do with animation, I'll just go ahead and say Joe Boy's Baby. People didn't really think of the animation industry as all that in Nigeria. Yes, we had the Ajebo in the video back then. That puts more for me. Press sound. And then of course we had weird MC's Joya video as well. Yet many Nigerians still think animation is new to Nigeria, and I find that really interesting. What do you think is responsible for this?
Well, the industry is actually still budding, in my own opinion. It's just that recently there has been a number of studios springing up, and people are getting more aware, you know, because of communities that have been pushing this agenda that, okay, there's this industry that exists, it's working, it can be as big as the music industry, it can be as big as Nollywood, if, you know, we all come together to like make this work, make this happen. So I feel like the reason why a lot of people are still not aware that, okay, animation can be done in Nigeria is because of exposure. Basically, you know, people still look down on things that are made in Nigeria. When I tell people that, okay, I work in an animation, so they'll be like, something like that exists in Lagos. I'm like, yes, they are quite, I can name on my 10 fingers some animation studios that have been in existence for 10, 15 years, you know. And
then you watch cartoons as well on YouTube. There are actually more and more Nigerian cartoons. There's one I particularly like to hear. There's a song they like, my name is Ifama, I am from Enugu.
Okay, yes,
like, you know,
Igbo,
and then my name is Bisola, I'm from Lagos. And then there are actually different ones. The one that teaches Igbo, there's the one that tells stories, and so many things. All people have to do is go on YouTube and find. But is YouTube the only way you put your products out?
No. So for YouTube, it's kind of like a very easy and fast way to reach your audience. You know, is another means of distributing your content. But there are other ways, like we can distribute to TV stations. You can pay for airtime, you know, and get them to air your content at that particular time that you want it. And then you also have people that actually buy the whole content, you know, and then do whatever they want with it. They can distribute it internationally, you know, send it to, put it up on streaming platforms for them to watch, for people to watch, and yeah,
Ladi,
so it's not just YouTube.
It's been quite an interesting conversation, an eye-opener as well, especially for people who do not know about the opportunities in the animation industry in Nigeria. Thank you so much for your time, Ladi Wada. Thank you. All right, at this point, we've reached the top of the hour on Wake Up Nigeria. We still have 45 minutes on the other side. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707 272 8338 or marketing at tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
At break time, when my champ needs to keep going, he's going to need his favorite snack, containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Milo Energy Snacks, snack of future champions. Milo!
Welcome back. Wake Up Nigeria continues this Thursday, and we are buzzing. We have loads of energy to keep your day moving in the right direction.
That's right. Now, Thursdays are stay motivated and focused, and we definitely got all the entertainment, inspiration, and conversations to keep you going. Now, I don't know about staying focused on Thursdays because tomorrow is Friday, so.
Well, they say Thursday is proof that we've survived the week so far. So let's make the most of today. Let's enjoy every single moment. Speaking of enjoying moments.
Ooh, like I'm literally like in spirits in that kitchen right now.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what Chef Bibi is doing. Yeah. But she's doing something right, absolutely. Mary, what's going on there?
Oh, I'm really curious about this. I've been wanting to learn how to make Uba.
Ooh.
Yeah, because someone special really likes it. So I'm hoping this is my chance to finally learn how to make it and make it right as well.
Fabulous.
So Bibi Chef is here. I'm making boiled yam with Uba sauce, right?
I think the yam is...
Oh, the yam is looking ready.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of yam this week. Oh. Are you sure it's not a sign from God that we need to start farming yam?
Mary, it's probably the sign that you're having twins very soon.
Wow. Yeah, congrats.
Just saying.
Why are you running away?
Did you just walk off set?
Oh, yes, I did. Did you just say twins? Do I look like Titi?
Oh gosh. Oh wow. Okay, we need to keep the show rolling. My name is Titi Lyle.
And I am Winfrey Agbodeche. Now you can watch us live from anywhere across the globe. All you need to do is literally have our app downloaded to your phone. Also tvcentertainment.tv as we go GOTV channel 16 and UHF band 49.
So engaging with us is important to us. We appreciate each and every comment, each and every thought. Just use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all the social media platforms. We love to hear from you.
Yeah, so we still have a lot of guests lined up just for you, and we'll be heading right over there right about now. We'll be having book chats with Pelumi Aware, a public speaking coach with a unique approach in helping people become clear, confident, and impactful communicators. Right, we shall be reviewing his third book on public speaking, How Kings Speak. Very important.
And joining us yet again on Wake Up Nigeria, friend of the house, Fari Elysian. Now, she's not just an actor, not just a model or content creator, but she's also a content coach. As well as a biker. Now, she's received a global recognition award for her work in entrepreneurship, and there's so much she's up to right now that we need to talk about. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the studio is oof.
Yeah, like
the aroma
fish
is wafting.
is fishing, the yam is yamming. To be honest, I can shut this show right down.
Really?
Right now, man.
Please don't. Please
Just
don't.
breakfast.
Please don't. We're almost there. Almost there. But yeah, it feels like it's gonna be an amazing show. There's still so much more coming your way.
Yeah.
But we'll take a quick break and we'll be back.
We'll be back.
And we're back. The Wake Up Nigeria kitchen smells amazing. Baby chef, how you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. So she has diced some very golden onions into palm oil right now. She's thrown in the Scotch bonnet peppers as well.
Yeah.
And so there's still tomato and tatashe
Tatashe.
staring at us.
Yeah.
And there's still all this steamed fish staring at me. I don't really care about anybody else. That fish is mine. But then we also have a guest in the kitchen. Fari Elysian. Welcome back to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you.
Oh wow, that smile on your face is very important because you're smiling at the food.
I'm seeing the food.
Yeah.
I'm smelling the food.
Ooh, yeah. So you need to talk to
So
us.
we are going in with the tatashe.
Okay.
Already added the Scotch bonnet to the onion. Yeah.
Any spices in there?
No, not yet.
And it smells this good already. Okay. Fantastic. So I'm stepping back because I don't want palm oil to touch my clothes. Yeah, we that know how palm oil used to dance, we are avoiding the palm oil coming too close. But you're putting in the tatashe without the juice of the pepper.
Yeah, I just want it like crushed, like.
You don't want it to get watery, I guess.
Yes.
What's this?
I want it dry.
So this is garlic and
ginger.
mixed. Garlic, ginger, that's salt, and this is ugba. Have you ever seen ugba before? This
I don't know what's uba.
Ugba. So this is like a delicacy. I
Igbo delicacy.
I wouldn't because you're not wearing gloves right now. But
I'm
I
wearing
give,
gloves. Look at it.
Yeah. We're about. But let it get cooked. You can't taste it yet. Anyway, I don't want to give it to you in this condition. But this is gonna go in last.
You can actually eat it like that, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm afraid. I'm worried. I don't know. I've never heard that.
You can.
Okay. Well, hey, I stand corrected. But this fish looks so good. We've had quite a few ingredients on display here already, and we've added a little bit of spice to to the dish.
Pepper mix.
To the pepper mix already. So let's talk about your life in the kitchen, Fari. Yes, and the way you squeeze your lips right now was like, wait. So what is the first go-to meal in your kitchen? What's the first?
Indomie.
No, you didn't. Noodles? Really?
Indeed, it's fast and it's pretty easy, you know.
So noodles, you're a noodle girl.
I love noodles.
So what? Noodles and egg?
Exactly.
Which type of egg? Fried eggs, boiled eggs?
Both. Sometimes it's fried, sometimes it's boiled.
Wow. Okay. All right. So I didn't see that coming. To be honest. So there's always a box of noodles in your house.
Always.
Okay. Fantastic. After the noodles, what's the second go-to meal in your house?
Second go-to meal. I mean, rice with different types of stew, you know, or spaghetti. So
let's talk about your origins now. For those that don't know, we know that you are one of us, but for the audience that are just meeting you, tell us about.
I was born in Russia. I'm Russian.
Okay.
I'm not in part of Russia, which is a state called Dagestan.
Okay.
And why I had to emphasize on that, because our kitchen is different from the pure Russian kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we have more like, the style of our food is more like Arabic, you know, Turkish, or you could even say Lebanese. It's close to that, but it's food full of meats and a lot of different dishes, yeah. And I really miss.
You miss your food?
I miss my food.
Oh, oh, you're feeling a bit homesick. A little? Yeah. But you've been here for a while now. How long have you been here?
I've been here for 5 years.
5 years? 5 years without
now.
your food? And you decided to go for noodles? Really? There have to be other alternatives.
No, egusi soup, of course. Egusi with eba.
Wow.
That's my favorite.
Amazing. Egusi with eba. Okay, so for those that didn't know that before, you know now. Yeah? Egusi and eba.
Indeed.
Fish, beef, chicken. Which one?
Fish. I love fish because I don't really eat meat. So you see all this pomo when I see pomo.
Pomo? Pomo? I really acclimatized.
Yeah, when I see it, I run away. But I love fish. I love chicken. You know, anything seafood. I'm good with that. Okay. So when I saw fish here, I was like, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So if you are doing your egusi for her, don't put pomo, please. She doesn't like it.
Exactly.
But you know, it's so interesting. I've never seen pomo outside this country, because most countries use the leather for bags and shoes and everything.
True.
But here we eat it. We eat leather.
That was quite surprising to me. That was one of the culture shocks, you know, when I saw.
Okay.
People eat pomo. Funny enough, I feel like if my mom tries it, she will love it because she always eats weird things.
Okay.
It's like I'm not her daughter. Sometimes I feel like she's not my mother.
Wow.
So if she tries it, she will love it. But me, no.
Okay. But I feel like someone has to cook it for you in a particular way.
No, they've tried to cook it for me in different ways. It doesn't work.
Bibi Chef, where are we now?
So I just added seasoning and fresh tomatoes. So we're just going to let that
steam.
Okay,
fantastic. Okay, so we're getting there. But the yam, is the yam done?
Yes, it is.
So you've turned down the heat under the yam?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to drain it, or are you going to drain the water out?
When I want to put the food in.
Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. For those of you who missed the ingredients earlier on, this is what you need if you'd like to make your own yam and ugba sauce. That's it, right there on the screen. You know, I need stronger glasses in order to read them myself right now, but hopefully you can see it a lot better than I can. We have with us tomato, scotch bonnet, tatashe, ugba itself, Titus fish. We have thyme, curry, spice, and of course salt, onions, ginger, and garlic. Of course, let's not forget the palm oil. Okay, so yeah, we have another quick break coming your way. We're going to be talking to you a bit later on, right? All right. There's a lot she's working on. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.
Ramadan, the 9th month in Islamic calendar, is here again. This is a wonderful time to learn more about Islam and give to the cause of Allah. It's also a time when extra emphasis is on charity and good neighborliness. From the first day to the last day of Ramadan, join us on TVC from 3 to 6 a.m. every day for Ramadan Kareem, recitation of verses in the Quran, tafsir by great Islamic scholars. Ask the Sheikh for clarity on Ramadan and Islam. What's more, you can learn and win great prizes on the Ramadan quiz segment, all spiced up with soul-stirring nasheed.
Asking for a sign from you, 'cause I'm so broke inside.
Ramadan Kareem on TVC from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. every day in Ramadan. To participate, call or visit our marketing department, TVC Communications Limited, Eko Atlantic City, Victoria Island, Lagos. Telephone 0708 066 8003 or 0708 066 8004. You can also log on to www.tvccommunications.tv. Ramadan Kareem.
As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
Bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you seize your day one step at a time.
On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment, only on Max Hits.
Area, waiting the apple, waiting the shop. You need to award-winning waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a Max Drive.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Shee. Let's go!
102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
It's time for a book chat conversation this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. And for that, we have Oluwapelumi, our public speaking coach, with a unique approach to helping people become clear, confident, and impactful communicators. Today, we're reviewing his third book on public speaking titled How Kings Speak.
Yep.
It's so good to have you in the studio with us.
So good to be here.
You know something, this book, you know the kind of things they say about being small but mighty. This is one of such books. I told him just before the conversation started that I love his book.
Thank you.
I'll tell you why in the course of the conversation. But How Kings Speak, what influenced this book? What was it that inspired you to write it?
All right, so in 2022, I was invited to speak on a TEDx platform in Ondo City. And I spoke about the man, the mic, the man, and the men. The mic being our voice, the man being the person communicating, the men being the audience. When I was done speaking, I had a few persons run to me to say they liked the way I communicated my thoughts and they wanted me to help them out. So I figured, I recommended some books to them, some popular authors to them to go get the books. And many of them said they've gotten the books, but still yet they couldn't find their way around how to communicate in a way that is clear, with charisma, and also confidently. And I figured it was just best I studied myself a bit and then put together something very small, Andy, that you could consume at once and could help you become better than you've always been.
So there are things that we call partners. And I dare say this book is a partner for somebody that is looking to being a better communicator. And that's what I found it to be. Let's talk about some of the content.
Okay.
Your cap and your gab. So that's actually the very first chapter in which you actually talked about certain things that I said this to you off air. I said this book is filled with things that I know, yet I'm reminded of because it's been a while since I employed many of them. It's actually great for a communicator. So your cap and your gab. For someone who hasn't read the book, what is that about, the first chapter?
All right, so the gap is spelled G-A-P, meaning that we all have a gap we have been designed to fill. And one of such tools is how you communicate. Your voice is a tool. If you deploy it well, I say every time that your words are your swords. Your words are your swords. You can use your sword to defend or to fight, right? So the idea is that we all have gaps in the world that we have been designed to fill, and one of the ways to get that done is to use your voice. Because if you don't know how to communicate, you will walk like an elephant, eat like an ant. You will not be able to negotiate. Doesn't matter how powerful you look. Now the idea is to say that people judge you by how they see you come. But the next tool, the next item on the list that they judge you with is how you communicate. You can see a fine guy, a fine lady walk towards a guy. He's amazed, he's blown away. And then he engages her in a conversation, and then she says something that she shouldn't say, and then all of a sudden, our value drops from that moment. So how you dress can increase your value, but how you speak can bring it down. And that's why I said we all need to get to the point where we begin to use the tool that we have been given by God. Everyone has it. And there's a misconception that great communicators are born. They are not born. Great communicators are made. It takes a while to understand that you are the sender, there is the message, there is the channel, there is the receiver. To get your message to the right person, you have to take out yourself from the picture and understand that the most important items on that list are the message. You have message, you have the channel, you have the receiver. Now, when you flip that to the other side, the receiver then becomes the sender, and that's when you now become important. So if we identify our tool and begin to use it well, we'll become better, and we're able to fulfill everything we have been designed here, everything we've always longed to do. It's possible if we sharpen what we have.
You have the gift of gab. And so, earlier you mentioned the fact that communicators are not born. It's something that you build over time. How did you build yours?
Okay, so I've always been a church boy from a very young age. I would be the one to read the Bible verse. I would memorize the memory verse in church. I remember I was also the preacher during my children's day back in the day. And I started paying attention to myself very early, that it felt like people wanted to listen to me every time I communicated. Every time there was the need for somebody to stand up to communicate, I would be the one that would be recommended to go and do that. And I never said no for once. So I figured it was something I needed to pay attention to. And when I got to that institution, it was a time when I started to represent my department. Every time they said, who wants to speak, I would raise my hand. And then during defense of projects, maybe we had a project, a team project, they would say, who wants to speak for us? Because I've been answering questions in class, and they found out that this guy speaks. They would have me do it. And so for 5 years in school, I was always the one communicating. Now, to even crown that up, my school needed somebody to go represent our school in national debate. And then they engaged us, all the debater, people who could speak in a competition. And I emerged as number one there. So I figured it was something I needed to pay attention to, pretty much evolving into an MC and all.
Wow, yes. That's interesting. Okay, so now let's talk about what makes speeches effective. I wanted to talk about your mind and your mood, but let's talk about what makes speeches effective. That's actually chapter 3.
I would tie that, your mind and the mood, together. Because your mood defines many things about you. It defines your tone. When you're happy, you speak excited. You communicate that to the audience. So what makes speeches effective? It depends on clarity. So there is clarity. There is character. Your character is what defines you. There is charisma. Charisma is how you express what defines
Clarity,
you.
character, charisma.
Yes. No, character is what defines you. Charisma is how you express what defines you. So we all have different characters. But how you define what that character is what helps your speech effective on many grounds. Like I said the other time, that what defines the effectiveness of a speech is not the sender. If you want to speak to a boy, a 5-year-old boy, there's a way you communicate to him. You find a 50-year-old man dancing before kids in class just to communicate something to them.
Absolutely.
And if that man is to speak to a group of CEOs, he speaks more confidently and relaxed. So what defines how you communicate is not you, is the message, the channel, and the receiver. And so when you understand the audience that you want to communicate to, you understand that what kind of character do I need to present at this time? And then what charisma do I need to lay on the table? Also, you want to, like I say, you also want to be clear with your speeches, because when you speak to, so I anchor events. And when I anchor, I used to anchor kids' party. It's different from when I'm anchoring a wedding reception.
Oh, absolutely.
And because my audience has now defined it. So when I'm anchoring a kids' party, I have to be clear with my words, because they will not react because they don't have something to refer to. But if I'm speaking to a group of elders, they can already understand what I'm saying. If I say, for instance, let's be upstanding. let's be upstanding, for instance, to kids. They may not understand that. But this, can you all stand? And they will always stand. But if I say that to a group of CEOs, can we all please be upstanding? And then they want to stand up immediately. So that's how it is. You have to be clear. You have to have your character on ground. You have to be charismatic. You also need to understand the sense of humor. I wrote in the book there that everybody has a sense of humor. It's just that we don't deploy it well enough. Just like you have the sense to smell. Yeah. Right. So if you sharpen, I'm not a comedian. You don't have to be a comedian to make people laugh. We all make people laugh. Just that we have not learned how to sharpen that ability to make people smile. If you trace how you make people laugh, you're able to connect the dots. Comedians know this. They know what makes people laugh and know when to trigger that.
Wow. So you mentioned being in a class earlier. You know how a teacher would try as much as possible to communicate effectively with their students. And I found something really interesting because you made reference to when you were teaching economics. And you talked about how you always came to class with the 3 questions to aid your teaching. Tell us more about that.
Well, so I used to teach in a school back in the day, and I've taught in quite a number of schools. It was part of the building ground for my career and all. And every time I wanted to go to a class to communicate with them, I would look out for a couple of things that, we call them icebreakers. Because some teachers get into the class and then they start yelling at students. So I find out the icebreaker that is suitable for that particular situation. Also, what also defines how effective you speak, which I'm going to connect to that, is also the person who spoke before you. So if the teacher who left the class had beaten them blue, black, and then they're all looking dull, I need to do something to get them on my side. If not, I won't get the kind of result I want to get. Because the goal of communicating is that the person you are speaking to understands what you are saying.
Absolutely.
And for as long as the person did not get it, it doesn't matter your energy, the charisma, you have not done your job.
Yeah, that's true.
So I would most likely just, before the class ends, I would just go there, sit next to the class, just stand next to the class and listen to the way the teacher communicated, the voice, and then when I get in there, I ask them to stand up, walk to the person next to you, ask the person the simple question, and then whilst they stand to their feet to go around, do those, you find out that they loosen up a bit. Ask the person next to you, what's one thing if I solve now will get you smile? And somebody say, I want to get me meat pie, get me sweet. I wouldn't want to buy it sometimes, and when I do that,
they are excited.
Excited. So you need to break the ice. The idea of breaking the ice is there's ice there, and you want to break it so that you are able to get the result you want.
You can't drink ice. Get through to them.
You can get through to them. You can't drink the ice that it is. You have to break it to get what it is.
My goodness, why did you quit teaching?
I still teach people how to speak publicly.
But you know, I'm actually saying this on behalf of students out there. Many teachers need to learn all of these tools you just mentioned, because children are being made to seem like they are not ready to learn, or they are being unreceptive, when all the teacher needs to do is to actually teach.
Definitely.
And teaching involves all of these things you mentioned.
Definitely.
Breaking the ice is something few teachers do.
Tell you.
And apart from that, being able to connect with students, you are going the extra mile, or you were going the extra mile by even standing outside the class to understand what their previous teacher has taught, so you know how to connect with them that day before the class starts.
Yeah.
And I find that really commendable.
Thank you.
I think you should be doing teacher training as well. No jokes. I'm really serious. So if it's something you haven't considered as a way to, increase your income, you might want to consider it, because teachers do need to be trained. I must say, teachers do need to be trained. This is a very good book.
Thank you very much.
And I'm saying this as a communicator myself. It is one that would be like a companion if you're trying to be a better speaker. And of course, you also want to present yourself better. Thank you so much. I see this as a treasure, and I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your book, really. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, at this point, we'll take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. I'm going to reread this book. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amaka Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Level 2, electrified fence. Space terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas. It shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting, as the arts are meant to be.
Welcome back. Okay, I've been really excited about this final discussion today. Fari Elysian is back on Wake Up Nigeria. Now, she's an actor, she's a model, content creator, and so much more. She's also a biker. Let me add that. She rides a power bike here, so you know you need to be afraid. Okay, but one thing that is brand new about what she does now is she is a content coach. She's been teaching content creation. She's also received a Global Recognition Award for her work in entrepreneurship. It's great to have you back on Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I'm loving the hair. The hair, is this all your hair? Is there anything added to this?
Plus a bit of attachment.
Just a little bit of attachment.
Bit of
okay, but
yeah.
I love the look. I love the look.
Thank you so much.
You're glowing.
This is...
And while we were in the kitchen there, I could see your eyes on that food. Don't worry, we'll still feed
I
you.
want to eat.
I want to eat too. Don't worry, we'll be getting to that soon.
Cool.
So the last time you were here, we talked a lot about some of the funny sketches and skits you put together online. Yeah. And you are well known for some particular ones, especially the one where you were carrying a particular set of people through the flood. It was, I think it was a period that there were a lot of floods in Lagos. But there's a lot that's happened since then. Let us in on what we've been up to.
I mean, after that, a lot has happened, like a lot. Should I talk about economy or my content creation journey, or like, I mean, content-wise, I've put so many more videos, you know.
Yeah.
Where some of them went viral. Traffic video somewhere in December. A recent one also where I showed experience.
Okay. Traffic.
Yeah.
But what is your fascination with traffic, though? Seriously, what is your fascination with that?
I mean, it's unique. I mean, look at Lagos. Lagos is a special city. Always traffic, traffic, traffic. So I was just annoyed with the traffic, and I was like, let me just come out of this car boot. If you remember that video, where I was just like, this traffic, blah, 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 I'm tired of it. And the video went viral, I mean, like globally, not just, and people were like, oh, so this is how traffic is in Nigeria. So people were like, why are you promoting traffic? I think you can do a lot in traffic.
True.
Definitely, you know. So, yeah, that's been my journey, content-wise, and there's so many more things I've been up to.
Of course, of course. Now, you mentioned to us earlier on that, for those that don't know, that you originate from Russia,
yes,
a northern part of Russia, and being here in Nigeria, you've been here for 5 years.
Not northern. They say northern, is southern part of Russia.
Southern
part
of
Russia.
Okay, so you've been here for about 5 years now.
Correct.
And a lot has sort of evolved for you as well. You're here by choice, right? You like it here. Talk to us about that.
I like it here. Nigeria is my second home. I always say that. I don't think I can trade Nigeria for any other country. If somebody tells me, would you move to another country? I'm like, if only life really wants me to move somewhere else. But if not, then I'm here, I'm staying here, I'm based here. You guys can do whatever you want to do about that. Even my haters send me messages sometimes, like, go back to your country. I'm like, you wish. In your dreams, dude. I'm about to drop another viral content about that, by the way.
Really?
Sure.
In your dreams, you're here. Okay. But the content you've created, so I might be wrong, you've sort of built the content around your experiences here in Nigeria. Do you ever feel like sometime down the line that concept, that idea might get old, you know? And if it does, what area would you then go into?
So I always experiment, right? Even last year I was trying to experiment a lot on content by giving more videos where I pass messages. Even my Afrotale series on YouTube, it was all about passing a message, good message. So I was trying to like see how it goes. My page started going down, especially the Instagram page, but my Facebook and TikTok, they were growing. So when I noticed that, okay, my audience don't really like this part. They love the comedy part of me. They love the crazy Fari, the Fari that climbs bridges, the Fari that goes into traffic, the Fari that is just mad, that she can do anything at any time. So when I realized this is what my fans are about, then I got back. Somewhere by the end of last year, I go back to that, and I'm giving them more of that. Apart from giving them more of that, I'm also the coach part of me. I'm teaching young content creators on how to, you know, how to grow in the content creation space.
So I wanted to touch on the coach aspect of things now, because correct me if I'm wrong, there are not many content creation coaches out there that are actually doing content. I know that there are social media coaches, you know, there's multimedia marketing, social media marketing coaches, but not content creation in itself. Why do you think that is?
We live in a world that is selfish nowadays, and also we are in the industry that everybody is just about themselves. They don't really, even though on social media some people still show that they pull others with them, but I don't think that is really true. I know a couple of people who really do that without even showing that on social media, but people are just more about their life, on, you know, how to build themselves. But for me, it's always been about making impacts and lifting by raising others, or raising by lifting others. You know, whatever. So for me, it's always about building community. It's about building team and lifting others with you, especially young potential content creators who can do a lot, but they don't have that push and support. Because I know what I went through when I was doing it here, surviving in Nigeria, pushing through the content creation space. I went through a lot. So I'm just trying to make it easier for them to grow. And I'm not scared of competitors, because that's the major problem for so many you know, content creators there. For me, I'm not scared about that, because I am unique. You know, I know that I am different from so many people out there, and I cannot have competitors. It's all about, you know, it's about what you are and what you know who you are. There's nobody like you. When you know you're really good at something, you know that's, come on.
So you've been invited to speak at quite a few events on content creation. And so probably when you got that first call that you should come and speak on this at an actual event, how did it feel, and what did you speak on specifically?
It was a real estate event.
Oh, interesting.
A real estate event. They wanted me to speak about content creation, you know, in real estate business, on how to make sales through content creation. So for me, it was like, when I received that call, I was like, whoa. I was excited. I was excited, and they told me it's 500 people. You know, that was the first one, and 500 people for the first time. I was like, this is going to be interesting. They also told me I have to make presentation, present everything well. So I had to prepare. I know I'm good at speaking, you know, but this is you speaking on the stage for like an hour plus.
Yes.
You need to make
Prepare
sure
yourself.
you know, you prepare yourself and also get ready for questions.
So now hop, skip and jump later. You are preparing a masterclass on content creation.
Yes.
That's powerful.
I did one already in Lagos
Okay.
last year, masterclass, you know, for content creation. I'm doing second edition in Abuja very soon.
Okay.
Probably in May or could be July. Yeah.
Okay.
We're still working
All
on
right.
it.
So once you start doing masterclasses, so they say those that don't do, they teach. Obviously, you're getting paid to teach, obviously. But my joy is that you're willing to share and pay it forward. What are the most interesting things you've heard from your students, for instance?
Well, I mean, feedback is great from most of them, right? But the major feedback is that don't worry, when we get big, we won't forget you.
Interesting.
You know, it's those words alone keeps you going. It keeps motivating you and inspiring you that you actually helping some people. You're actually changing lives, even through a little 6 hours masterclass.
Yeah,
it could change somebody, and it doesn't end there. After masterclass, I might follow some of them. I might, you know, keep in touch with them and go through their content creation journey. If they have any questions, they need help, I'm there.
Wow.
So it's
Coach Fari now. It's not just crazy Fari on social media. It's Coach Fari. All right. I'm so happy to hear this and to see that, see you evolve and grow in the space as well. So because there's a lot about the back end of YouTube, there's a lot about the back end of social media pages that people don't understand. And even the creation of the content itself. It can be, there are different styles and different methods.
We keep evolving every day, so if you don't follow up, you're losing a lot.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that takes my time is following up with the changes of the world, you know. So it's not been easy.
So
but
you've already talked a little bit about your haters, you know, before now. I want to touch a bit on your haters right now.
Why do I feel like I knew you'll get back to this?
So you know the reason why? Because you're literally teaching this stuff now. You're teaching this stuff now. So what's the new message to your haters? Where's your camera? I think that's your camera right there. Talk to them. Talk to them right there.
Well, you guys actually motivate me. You guys keep me going, and I want my haters to be more. You can even bring your friends to hate more on me, because you actually make me smile. I laugh all the time when I read messages of like, go back to your country, what are you doing here, why are you acting like us? I'm like, I love it because I mean, I feel like people are just jealous. I mean, why would somebody just send messages like that? And I keep receiving it through comments. I have comments like that. I screenshot everything. So I'm about to drop a content for you guys, you know. Don't worry, just look out for the video soon.
All right then. Now I love the fact that you send them that message right now, because hey, I'm still here and I'm still doing better than you, and I'm still
correct.
And now I'm teaching. Exactly. All right, but I have to say thank you for joining us as always right here on Wake Up Nigeria. We love having you around, and I know you've already talked to us about your culinary journey. You know, in your kitchen, you said it starts with noodles and ends with egg. You know, but you've also mentioned creating content about food sometime soon. But why exactly did you decide to be as diverse as that? Why didn't you pick a specific niche? Because now you can touch on food, you can touch, is it anything you put on your page? Anything?
My niche is lifestyle.
Okay.
And lifestyle can be anything.
Okay.
It can be me traveling, exploring Nigeria, going to other states. I drop videos of when I'm in Imo State, I'm here, I'm there. So people already know, oh, she de waka.
Okay.
You know, I try different foods. I do food content. It could be anything, but in anything I do, there has to be a touch of fiery.
Amazing.
You know, the craziness or the laughter or whatever it is, you know.
A touch of fiery has already been added to the meal in the kitchen.
I can't wait.
Yeah, let's go have a taste.
Vamos.
Let's go have a taste, guys. Let's do this. Okay, this way. Ooh, it looks good. Oh. You see that?
So, what would you like to eat?
I don't really eat too much. Maybe just salad.
Alright. Waiter! Excuse me, please. How far am I, bro? How you be? Oh, this one even has stress free. Imagine she still only salad she wants. That means I no go spend much. I swear, my body just the sweet. More. Yeah, wait, make I full and be first. Later I will call you. Jesus! Jesus! Jesus!
How far now? You just stand there, look me. Come and join me.
Nigerians, I beg, Mona pray for me.
Just like that in Box Market.
Amazing. Welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. So yeah, you're eating there now. We have food for you here. So
this one is small compared to the one we just saw you eat. But BB Chef.
Yeah, how it work?
Yeah, so we have boiled yam and uba sauce.
Have you tried uba sauce before?
Never actually.
All right.
Try it.
So
I'm
the
pretty
fork
sure
is
you'd
right
like
there.
it.
Have a taste right now. So let's hear
You
the
can
verdict.
also use your hand though.
Are you sure? Because I'm going. My boy will stay in this glove.
Okay.
No, there's a way I can do it. Don't worry.
She like food true.
She like food true, have you?
Just take like.
Wow.
Let me first try the sauce.
She's going in for another one.
Now she's gathering it.
Yes, so
yeah, that's how to eat it.
She's
It's
definitely
actually amazing. Yeah.
You like it?
I think this is going to be my second favorite meal.
Nice. What's the favorite? Egusi soup.
Yeah.
With which one?
Eba.
Eba
and egusi.
Eba and egusi.
So BB Chef has done it again, everyone.
Well done.
Thank you.
It's been marvelous. And I have a feeling it's Winfrey that's going to drag this one with me. But it's fine.
Have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching Wake Up Nigeria this morning. Be sure to join us again tomorrow.
7 a.m. yo.
Friday.
Bye.
Abadi kò ṣe tí ò bá ṣe kò sí ntẹ́ni kankan lè fi wá ṣe. Bàbá lẹ́gùn bàbá wa ó jò tí ò jó mọ́ kò jó mọ́ náà.
Adéyìnfẹ́. Ṣé ìwọ ló ṣe é?
Ṣé kí ni?
Kógun já àwọn èèyàn mi. Sọ ọdọ́gbọ́n fún mi ni.